So let's say you want to hire a sales guy. This is for any industry. It's for specifically marketing agencies hiring salespeople in this example. But again, it's about the numbers and the math. It's not about the industry. And I'm going to break that down for you right now. So if you want to hire a salesperson, you got to do the math. Salespeople want money. A good salespeople want all the money. If you don't have a plan for a salesperson that is going to change their life financially, you're not going to get the best salesperson. Salespeople that know how to close are out there, but the ones that know how to close are looking to make a lot of money. And people who are given salaries in the sales industry, they don't have to sell anything. You're paying them anyways. So the mindset there is revealing. Is it a good idea to give a salesperson a salary? There's a whole lot of different conversations about that. Let's break it down. Salary, commission only. So let's talk about the annual salary, right? It's 40,000 a year, 20,000 a year, 0. Okay, so now we have your annual expenses, right? So we're just going to go ahead and get that out of the way. We're going to clean up these columns a little bit so we can read what we're doing here. And I'm going to move this over a bit. So I get rid of row 1, delete. Perfect. So with that being said, we have salary, right? Then we have commission. What's the percentage commission? Well, it's going to be 0% for them. What's the percentage commission? What's the percentage commission? So the thing about this is these are the numbers that you can change. Playing with these numbers is really important because at the end of the day, we're going to have a total compensation line at the bottom, right? So now we're going to talk about what they're selling, right? The product or the service, right? You're selling one thing or the other. What's the product? What's the service, right? So let's do service level 1, service level 2, service level 3. Okay? So what is... You know what? Let's just keep it simple for now. Just do service level 1 cost. Let's just call this service $1,500, right? And then you have leads. How many leads you're going to get a month? Let's just call it 10. And then let's talk about closing ratio. And now we're starting to get a little bit closer to understanding how much compensation can work for the different plans, right? Next, we have a total closes, total sales, right? So we have sales, commission, how much the value, how many leads, and then we have the close ratio, right? So let's say the close ratio is 10. It's 10 times the close ratio means that they're closing one deal a day, right? I mean, not one deal a day, one deal out of the service. So you know what we can do actually? Let's go ahead and change this to monthly to make this a little easier to talk about on a shorter run. So this is going to be your 10 leads per month. Okay? So now we have total revenue and total commission. So we're going to go equals closes. So this times the cost of the service, right? And then total commission is going to be the amount of money times the commission that they earn. And we're going to consider this a one-time commission. If they sell the product, that's it. There's no reoccurring. There's no monthly retainer. There's nothing. It's just flat out. You sell the product, you get a commission piece of that product. So now let's update the close ratios. So now with the commission, let's do 10%, 20%. Okay? So the close ratio is 10. This is the amount of leads you're getting per month. Total compensation is going to be salary plus commission. Right? So you have 0 salary, they have 1 sale for 20% commission. I mean, obviously, what would you want to do here? You know what I mean? Like, where are you going to come in at for this, right? So okay, let's do some drastic number changes. Let's change the numbers a bit, right? Let's make it 100 leads per month, right? Close ratio stays the same. Everything stays the same except we increase the volume of leads. Before you know it, that total compensation on plan 3 commission only starts to go up a lot, right? Why don't we change this to 25%? We're almost there. Why don't we change this to 30%? We are now beating the total compensation of the salary only person. So any salesperson that really knows what they're doing knows this without even having to look at the numbers. Because commission only means you're getting big take home because you're closing deals. You never want a salesperson that is just wanting to collect a monthly salary, because even if they close 0 deals, which means your company makes 0 money, they're still walking home with a decent paycheck. So sales is competitive. Sales is something that you need to be self-motivated for, and that you're going to hunt these people down and make sure that they sign up and close, because that's the only way you're taking money home. That's the energy that you need. You need someone who's like, not just, hey, I got to pay the light bill at the end of the month, let me try to scrounge up a sale. You want the people that are like, I want to buy a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house on the beach in 2 years from now in Miami. That's the salesperson you want, because they're going to look at this, they're going to be like, give me 1,000 leads a month. You know what I mean? Just I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do nothing but call 300 people a day. So I'm done. I'm already tapped out on leads on day 4 of the month. I need more leads. 300 calls a day for a salesperson that is hungry is doable, because I personally have done that before when I was doing mortgages. You don't even hang up the phone. You just keep the phone next to your face while clicking and then dialing. So look at that compensation. You're making more than 10 times as much on compensation when it comes to driving the specific commission plan. So now let's change the product total and go back to, let's change the product total, 3,000. 100 leads, you're doubling your monthly income, right? So if they're selling their highest tier products, but a salesperson that's commission only is hungry. They're going to be selling your top tier products. The person who has a salary is going to be like, oh, well, what do you think is going to be best for you? Because that doesn't matter to them if they buy the biggest product or the smallest product. It changes nothing to the salesperson. They have 0 incentive to do anything regarding upselling or cross-selling, because they gain nothing from it. So with that being said, these people tend to be higher closers, right? So close ratio, 10%, 15%, 20%. The numbers are going to paint that picture. And they're always going to show that. And if you just sent this to a salesperson and said, which plan you want? You want to make $4,000, $6,000, or $12,000 this month? How much money are you looking to make this month? If that salesperson says anything less than $12,000, don't hire them, because they don't have the right mindset to be a salesperson. You need somebody who's going to know what they're doing to the point to where they don't even need training. Be like, give me your sales deck and give me the leads, and I'm going to close a deal on the first day for you. That's the mindset of the person that you're trying to hire. There's a lot of people out there that'll be like, oh yeah, I'll cold call people for you and set appointments. Those aren't salespeople. Those are assistants. Those are coordinators. Their life isn't used to being changed financially. And another thing too about salespeople is they're high risk, high reward. They are the type of people, no offense to salespeople watching this, but they're the type to finance some stuff that they probably shouldn't, because they came up big on the commission 1 month. You know what I mean? Like I've personally known a company out in Texas that got a down payment for a commercial construction project of $100,000, and they took the money they should have bought the supplies with for the project, and they bought a Lamborghini instead. So they didn't even have the supplies to start the project when it came through, and they had to, I guess, go bankrupt. I'm not quite sure what happened. But yeah, long story short, commission-driven people are high risk, high reward. So think about it. You stand to make $0 or $12,000. The type of person that would accept this offer, they are. That's how you know that they have the mindset that you want to be driving down sales for the leads that you're generating, because that is their mindset. They're after it. They're on. They're dialed in. They've done this before. They've earned big commission. So when it comes to how you would want to address this in the actual job proposal, I would say 100 leads a month. So you have 100 leads per month, right? So now let's break this down a little bit. Total calls per day. What we're going to do here is we're going to take the leads and let's just divide it by 20. Okay? Total calls per day. Total length per call. We're going to do this first. Total calls successful. So total amount of calls that somebody answers the phone to. Okay? And then we have total length per call. Let's just call it 30 minutes. All right? Total time equals 5 times the amount that is going to be a successful call times the minutes. So now we have the total amount of time. Okay? Total calls per day. 75 minutes. Okay? Let's total call successful, bring it down to 25. Or sorry, 75. That's not what I wanted either. Hold on one second. 25. 37. So with that being said, and the pitch for this, I would say make $12,000 this month for working 1 hour per day. Basically what you're doing is you're going at a salesperson with a sales pitch. It shouldn't be we're hiring a salesperson. It should be make $12,000 working 1 hour per day selling SEO to the automotive industry. Like, we're looking for someone who is already experienced with selling digital marketing products, that wants to make high commission working a very light amount of work, and we have a very aggressive commission plan. You're going to sell SEO to the automotive industry. Also, if you worked in the automotive industry and you're trying to get out of it and you want to go and work from home and you want to move to digital sales, this is the position for you. We're looking for hungry people that know how to work 100 leads a day. There's no salary. If you require salary, don't apply. And that is how I would treat the job application. Because if you look at the numbers and you pull somebody on a call and be like, look, this is why we have commission-only plan. These are our plans. Let me break it down for you. This is the level of our cost. This is the expectation of your close ratio for the calls that you do take. This is the total commission that you can earn based off of the revenue that you help us generate. This is your total compensation. If you wanted a salary, you'd be making 3 times as less. Are you the type of person that wants to walk home with $4,000 this month or $12,000? Cool. This is how much time. This is how much time you got to spend per day. 37 minutes. Do you have 37 minutes available once per day? No? Yes? Okay. This job's perfect for you. And that's how I would approach it. Because at the end of the day, if you hire someone on plan 1, you're not going to close anything. And if you do, that means that your leads are decent enough for someone with less motivation to close. Imagine putting this guy in front of those leads. This guy's not going to let them off the phone until they give you a credit card. This guy is going to be politely rescheduling calls because it's a bad time. This guy is going to do a little bit of both. Probably going to also be working a part-time job as a bartender because they're looking for nominal salary. The desire of a salesperson to want a salary is deep rooted in their lack of confidence that they're going to close deals. So this is my little training about how to break down commission for a salesperson. This is Michael Ensor with Advertising Report Card. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if this was helpful, please go ahead and tap that subscribe button.